Well, I thank you, Mr. Chairman, for holding this hearing today, and welcome to our two colleagues. 14 years ago today, our nation suffered one of the worst terrorist attacks in our history. We all vividly remember the tragic and horrific details of that day, and the recent moment of silence that we just held here on the Capitol, I think, in each and one of us brings back the many emotions we felt then and continue to feel. Almost 3,000 people were killed in attacks on New York City and directed at Washington, D.C., carried out by terrorists who hijacked 4 airline flights, 2 of which departed from Boston, Massachusetts, in my home state. Citizens of 78 countries perished at the World Trade Center site. The attacks on 9/11 caused the largest loss of life resulting from a foreign attack on American soil and the greatest single loss of rescue personnel in American history. Each year, we take time on this somber anniversary to mourn and remember those lost, and to honor and pay tribute to the extraordinary heroism displayed by firefighters, first responders, and ordinary citizens whose service and sacrifice prevented the loss of life from being even greater, and who continue to serve and protect our communities every day. And we express our sincere gratitude to those overseas serving on our behalf. The 9/11 Memorial and Museum at the World Trade Center provides our nation a place of reflection and remembrance, not only for the September 11, 2001 attacks, but for an earlier attack at the World Trade Center in 1993 as well. The names inscribed upon the bronze plaques that ring the memorial pools represent mothers and fathers, husbands and wives, sons and daughters, friends and colleagues, neighbors, classmates, and helpmates. I want to thank and commend the 9/11 Memorial Foundation for the work it has done since 2003 to bring the memorial and museum to fruition. This is an impressive and moving site in downtown Manhattan that will educate millions of visitors from all over the world for years to come. I also want to thank Representative MacArthur and Representative Nadler for bringing forward the legislation before us today, which would designate the memorial and museum as a national memorial and provide a grant through the Department of the Interior for some of the resources needed to interpret the stories of that fateful day. As this legislation moves forward, I know that there are several issues that need to be addressed, as there is in every piece of legislation, including possible funding sources and determining the proper oversight role of the National Park Service. But I look forward to hearing from our witnesses about how this committee can best support the Foundation and its efforts to preserve and commemorate the events of that day. With that, I yield back the remainder of my time.
Thank you very much.